The rain hammered the windows like it had a grudge against the city it loved to drown. Anna stood in the dim glow of her Brooklyn apartment clutching a soaked duffel bag, her knuckles white against the frayed strap. Marie's voice cut through the storm outside softer than it should have been after everything they'd screamed at each other hours before. Stay. Just for tonight. Please. Anna froze mid-step toward the door, her heart slamming against her ribs like it wanted out before she did. The word hung there between them, heavy with all the unsaid things that had piled up over years of late-night talks and borrowed sweaters. Marie leaned against the kitchen counter, her arms crossed tight over her chest, but her eyes, they begged in a way words never could. She dropped the bag. It hit the floor with a wet thud that echoed too loud in the sudden quiet. What the hell, Marie? You think one word fixes this? The fights. The way you look at me like I'm the one breaking us. Mary's breath caught a small hitch that Anna knew too well from movie nights when the plot twists hit too close. She pushed off the counter, stepping closer, her bare feet silent on the scuffed hardwood. It's not one word, Anna. It's all of them. Every damn one I've swallowed since we met. The air thick and charged like the sky outside, ready to crack open again. Anna wanted to bolt, wanted to let the downpour wash away the ache that had been building since college, when Marie had been the one to pull her out of her shell with a shared cigarette and a laugh that lit up dingy dorm rooms. But those eyes held her pinned, the hazel depths swirling with something deeper than friendship, something that scared her more than any argument. Fine. Anna muttered the word, tasting like defeat and relief twisted together. She shrugged off her jacket, letting it pool on the floor beside the bag, water dripping from the sleeves like tears she wouldn't shed. Marie nodded once, slow, her shoulders easing just a fraction as if she'd been holding her breath for years. They moved like ghosts through the apartment, shedding the storm from their skin. Anna peeled off her damp shirt in the bathroom, the mirror fogging from the heat of her own ragged exhales. She stared at her reflection, the faint scar on her collarbone from a biking accident Marie had fussed over like a mother hen back in their undergrad days. God, that woman. Always there, always seeing too much. In the living room, Marie had lit the single lamp, the one with the fringed shade that cast shadows like old film reels. She held out a mug of chamomile, steam curling up in lazy spirals. Here. Before you say something you'll regret. Anna took it, their fingers brushing a spark that had nothing to do with static. She sank onto the couch, the cushion sighing under her weight. Regret? That's rich coming from you. You're the one who bailed on our road trip last summer. Said work was more important than chasing sunsets in the Smokies. Mary's face crumpled just for a second before she schooled it back to neutral. She sat on the coffee table, knees inches from Anna's like they were kids again, whispering secrets under blanket forts. Work wasn't the reason, Anna. You know that. It was me being scared. Scared of what happens when we stop pretending this is just us against the world. The tea burned Anna's tongue, but she swallowed anyway, the heat grounding her in the swirl of confusion. Pretending. The word clawed at her insides because yes, she'd done plenty of that. Pretending the way her stomach flipped when Marie hugged her goodbye after a girls' night out. Pretending the jealousy wasn't eating her alive when Marie dated that banker guy with the fake tan and zero soul. She set the mug down harder than she meant to, ceramic clinking against wood. Then stop pretending. Tell me what the hell this is. Marie looked away, her gaze drifting to the rain-streaked window where headlights blurred past like distant memories. I don't know how. Not without ruining everything. The silence stretched taut. Anna could hear the tick of the wall clock in the hall marking seconds like accusations. She reached out, tentative, her hand hovering over Mary's knee before settling there light as a question. You won't ruin it. You can't. Mary's eyes snapped back, warm and searching. She covered Anna's hand with her own, pressing down just enough to make it real. Okay. Okay then. Remember that night in Philly? The one after graduation when we crashed that dive bar and danced until the bartender cut us off. Anna nodded, a ghost of a smile tugging at her lips despite everything. How could she forget? The jukebox blaring Springsteen, Marie twirling her under neon lights, her laughter bubbling up like champagne. You kissed that girl with the blue hair. Said it was the whiskey talking. It wasn't. Marie whispered, the confession slipping out soft as a sigh. I was drunk on you. On the way you looked at me when you thought I wasn't watching. Like I was the only song worth hearing. Heat flooded Anna's cheeks, not from the tea but from the truth of it crashing over her like the waves they'd chased on that Jersey Shore weekend 2 summers back. She leaned in closer, drawn by the pull that had always been there, humming beneath the surface. And now? What are you drunk on now? You. Marie said simply, her free hand coming up to trace the line of Anna's jaw, thumb brushing her lower lip. Just you. The kiss started slow, hesitant, like they were testing fragile ground. Anna's lips parted on a breath and Marie was there, warm and certain, her mouth tasting of chamomile and unspoken promises. It deepened fast, hands finding purchase in hair and fabric, the couch creaking under shifting weight. Anna pulled back first, gasping, her forehead resting against Mary's. This is what I've been running from. Marie chuckled low, a sound that vibrated through them both. Run all you want, Anna. I'll always ask you to stay. They tumbled into it then, clothes shedding in a trail from couch to bedroom, the storm outside forgotten in the one building between them. Anna's hands mapped the curves she'd only dreamed of, Mary's sighs filling the air like music. It was messy and perfect, fumbling fingers and whispered names, the kind of unexpected that felt inevitable. Afterward they lay tangled in sheets damp with sweat and rain-scented air, Mary's head on Anna's chest, heartbeat steady under her ear. Anna stared at the ceiling, cracks spiderwebbing like the doubts she'd carried too long. What now? She murmured, fingers idly stroking Mary's back. Now we figure it out. Marie replied, sleep heavy in her voice but resolve steel beneath. Together. No more pretending. Anna pressed a kiss to the crown of Mary's head, breathing her in. Yeah. Together. The city hummed on, oblivious as dawn crept in, painting the walls gold. For the first time in forever, Anna didn't feel like she was chasing something just out of reach. The morning light filtered through the blinds in slivers sharp enough to cut through the haze of half-sleep. Anna stirred first, her body aching in the best way, a delicious soreness that reminded her of every press of skin, every gasp shared in the dark. Marie slept on, curled against her side, one arm draped possessively over Anna's waist, breath warm against her shoulder. She didn't move, didn't want to shatter the quiet bubble they'd built. Instead she watched the dust motes dance in the sunbeams, her mind replaying the night in fragments. The way Mary's laugh had turned to a moan when Anna's lips found that spot behind her ear. The tremble in her voice when she'd whispered, I love you, not as friends but as something raw and real. Love. The word settled heavy in Anna's chest, not scary anymore but solid like the weight of Marie beside her. She shifted, careful, tracing the slope of Mary's nose, the faint freckles across her cheeks. 30 years old and still looks like she could pass for 25, Anna thought with a fond ache. Teacher by day, heartbreaker by accident. Marie murmured something incoherent, her eyes fluttering open, hazel depths sleepy and soft. Morning. She stretched like a cat, arching into Anna's touch, a small smile playing at her lips. Morning. Anna echoed, leaning down to brush their mouths together, light as a promise. Coffee. Marie groaned, dramatic but pushed up on her elbow, scanning the room for her discarded glasses. Only if you make it strong. And add that cinnamon you hate. Deal? Anna swung her legs over the side of the bed, pulling on Mary's oversized band tee from some indie concert years back. It hung loose on her frame, smelling like lavender and home. She padded to the kitchen, the floor cool under her feet, humming an off-key tune from the radio that always stayed on low. The coffee maker gurgled to life, filling the air with bitter warmth as Anna rummaged for mugs. Her phone buzzed on the counter, a text from her boss at the design firm. Rough draft for the ad campaign due Monday. Don't flake. She sighed long and slow, rubbing the back of her neck. The job paid the bills, kept her sketching logos and layouts until her eyes burned, but it felt like treading water lately. Especially now with this thing with Marie blooming like it had waited a lifetime. Arms slipped around her waist from behind Mary's chin, hooking over her shoulder. Who's killing your vibe this early? Boss. Anna leaned back into the embrace, letting Mary's warmth seep through the thin fabric. Wants revisions yesterday. Marie hummed, sympathetic, her lips grazing Anna's neck in a way that sent shivers racing down her spine. Tell him to shove it. You're brilliant. They don't deserve you. Easy for you to say. Anna turned in her arms, handing over the steaming mug, their fingers tangling briefly. You love your kids. Grading papers and quoting Austen like it's gospel. Marie sipped slow, savoring the burn, eyes closing in bliss. I do. But some days I wonder if I'm cut out for it. The way they look at you like you're supposed to have all the answers. When half the time I'm just winging it. Anna set her mug down, pulling Marie closer until their foreheads touched. You're the best wingwoman I know. Those kids are lucky. The moment stretched sweet until Mary's phone joined the chorus from the bedroom, a shrill ring that shattered the peace. She winced, pulling away. Principal. Probably about that field trip mix-up. Go. Anna said, waving her off with a mock salute. I'll handle breakfast. Eggs. Not burned this time. Marie laughed, disappearing down the hall, towel, turban and all. Anna cracked eggs into a bowl, whisking with more force than necessary, her thoughts drifting to the weekend ahead. They had plans, or they used to before last night's storm. A drive upstate to that cabin Mary's family owned, tucked in the Catskills, where cell service was a joke and the stars felt close enough to touch. She plated the scramble, adding toast slathered in butter just as Marie reappeared, phone clutched tight, her face pale. Bad news. Anna froze fork midway to her mouth. What? Field trip got approved, but they need a chaperone last minute. One of the other teachers bailed. Marie sank into a chair, running a hand through her damp hair. It's tomorrow. All day in the city museum with 30 hyperactive teens. Shit. Anna pushed her plate away, appetite gone. The cabin. Rained out. Marie reached across the table, lacing their fingers. I'm sorry. We can reschedule. Make it better. Anna squeezed her hand, fighting the twist of disappointment. It's fine. Really. Go be the hero teacher. Ill. Sketch or something. Marie studied her concern, etching lines between her brows. You sure? We could both go. Turn it into a weird double date with hormonal teenagers. Tempting. Anna managed a grin, but it felt forced. Nah. You'd miss the bus yelling at me to hurry up. They ate in companionable quiet, the clink of forks a steady rhythm. But under it simmered the unspoken. The way last night had shifted everything, and now life was tugging them back to routines. Anna cleared the dishes, stacking them in the sink, water running hot over her skin. She caught her reflection in the window, the city sprawl beyond, a reminder that nothing stayed suspended forever. Marie came up behind her again, this time wrapping around like an anchor. Hey. Well, make time. Promise. Anna dried her hands, turning to cup Mary's face. I know. Just. Don't want to lose this. Us. Whatever it is. You won't. Mary's kiss was fierce, sealing the words like a vow. Not on my watch. By noon Marie was out the door, backpack slung over one shoulder, a quick peck goodbye that lingered longer than it should. Anna watched from the window, her friends wave, disappearing into the subway crowd. The apartment felt too big, too empty, without her hum in the background or the scent of her shampoo. She flopped onto the couch, grabbing her sketchpad, the one with dog-eared edges from too many late nights. Pencil scratched over paper lines, forming a rough outline of Marie, laughing, head thrown back, hair wild in an imagined wind. It came easy, fluid strokes capturing the curve of her smile, the spark in her eyes. Her phone buzzed again, this time a call from her sister back in Chicago. Anna hit accept, propping it on speaker. Hey Lena. What's up? Anna. Voice crackly but urgent. Mom's not doing great. The chemo wiped her out. Docs say she needs someone there. Soon. Anna's pencil stilled, lead snapping under pressure. How soon? Like yesterday. Lena paused, the weight of it all hanging. Can you come? Please. Yeah. Anna whispered, throat tight. I'll book a flight. Tonight if I can. She hung up, staring at the half-finished sketch, Mary's face staring back, joyful and untouched by the mess spilling into their new beginning. The city outside buzzed on, indifferent, as she packed a fresh bag, this time for a different kind of storm. The airport smelled of stale coffee and desperation, fluorescent lights buzzing overhead like angry hornets. Anna slumped in a plastic chair, gate C12, her flight to Chicago delayed 2 hours thanks to crosswinds that seemed personal. She scrolled through texts Marie had sent, a barrage of heart emojis and inside jokes from their college days, each one a lifeline in the sterile wait. Miss you already? One read, followed by a photo of her in the museum lobby surrounded by gawking teens, a thumbs up and exaggerated eye roll. Save me. Anna typed back, quick fingers flying. Hero mode activated. Call when you're free. Love you. She hit send, heart stuttering at the words slipped out, casual as breathing. Love you. Not the friend version, the real one that had bloomed overnight. Her own phone rang, then Mom's number flashing like a warning. Anna answered, bracing. Hey Mom. How you holding up? Sweetheart. Voice thin but warm, laced with that Midwestern grit. Don't fuss. It's just a rough patch. Your sister's making mountains out of molehills. Anna closed her eyes, picturing her mother in that faded recliner, quilts piled high, chemo port hidden under sleeves. Lena wouldn't exaggerate. You need me there. I'm coming. A pause heavy with unshed tears. I know I do. But your life, Anna. That fancy design job. The friends who keep you smiling. The friends. Marie flickered in her mind a pang sharp as loss. She's part of that now, Mom. More than. Her mother hummed, knowing a sound that said she saw through the half-truths. Then bring her next time. I'd like to meet the girl who finally cracked that shell of yours. Flight boarding droned over the speakers, cutting the call short. Anna promised updates, hung up and shuffled into line, ticket clutched like a talisman. The plane ride was a blur, clouds below, a vast gray mirroring her mood. Chicago greeted her with a slap of cold wind off Lake Michigan, the kind that bit through coats and resolve. Lena met her at baggage claim, hug fierce and wordless, tears streaking both their faces. She's weaker than last time, Anna. But stubborn as ever. They drove in silence, the city lights smearing past like watercolor, the familiar skyline a comfort laced with ache. Home was a squat bungalow on the south side, porch light flickering welcome. Mom sat in the kitchen, tea steaming in her favorite mug, eyes lighting up at the sight of her. Anna. My city girl. She stood, slow, arms open, and Anna folded into them, breathing in the scent of lavender soap and hospital antiseptic. Easy, Mom. Anna murmured, guiding her back to the chair. Brought your favorite. Those cookies from that bakery you pretend not to love. Lena snorted, unpacking groceries, a buffer against the heavy lies. She devours them. The evening unfolded, gentle, forced normalcy. They cooked spaghetti sauce, simmering stories swapped over wine that went down too easy. Mom asked about New York, the hustle, the art scene, Anna's sketches spread on the table like offerings. This one's got fire. Mom tapped the one of Marie, pencil lines alive with motion. Who's the muse? Friend. Anna said, too quick, then softer. More. Lena's eyebrow arched, but she let it slide, turning to Mom with a grin. Spill, Anna. What's her name? Marie. Anna traced the sketch's edge, heart swelling. She's a teacher. Quotes poetry like it's everyday talk. Makes me want to be better. Mom reached over, patting her hand, dry skin soft against Anna's. Sounds like the kind worth keeping. They talked late night, deepening into dawn, Mom dozing in her chair, stories trailing off into snores. Anna and Lena cleaned up plates, clinking, soft whispers trading worries like cards. She's fighting, Lena said, scrubbing a pot fierce. But it's hard watching. I know. Anna dried drying tears with the dish towel. Wish I could fix it. You can't. But being here. That fixes something. Sleep came fitful in her old room, posters, faded stars glowing dim. Dreams tangled, Marie laughing in a museum, her mother's hand frail in hers. Morning brought coffee, black and strong, Lena already out for work, leaving Anna and Mom to the quiet. Walk with me. Mom said, shrugging on her coat. To the lake. Like old times. They bundled up scarves, muffling words, the path crunching under boots. Lake Michigan stretched, endless steel gray waves lapping restless. Mom leaned on Anna's arm, steps measured, breath puffing white. Remember when you came out? Mom said, casual as the wind. Junior year. That letter you left on the counter. Anna nodded, throat tight. Thought you'd freak. I worried. For you. The world being what it is. But freak. Never. Mom stopped, facing her, eyes clear despite the fatigue. Love you, Anna. All of you. Tears stung hot, Anna pulling her into a hug, careful of bones too prominent. Love you too. More than I say. They sat on a bench, wind whipping hair, faces numb but alive. Mom talked dreams, deferred the teaching career, sidelined for family, the quiet joys of gardens and books. Anna listened, really listened, seeing the woman behind the illness, the strength etched in laugh lines. Phone buzzed in her pocket, Marie calling, the screen lighting up like hope. Mom nodded, encouraging. Answer. She's waiting. Anna did, voice cracking on hello. Hey you. Anna. Mary's voice warm, threaded with worry. Your sister called. I'm so sorry. About your mom. Yeah. Anna swallowed past the lump. It's rough. But good to be here. Pause, then soft. Wish I was there. Holding you. Me too. Anna glanced at Mom, who smiled sly, turning to give privacy. Come visit. Soon. Mom wants to meet you. ID like that. Mary's laugh light. Tell her I'll bring books. Bribe her with Austin. Deal. They talked mundane, anchoring the chaos, school drama, a funny kid story, Anna's sketches emailed over for critique. It eased the knot in her chest, made the miles feel bridgeable. Hang up promising calls daily, Anna pocketed the phone, helping Mom up. Home now. Soup and stories. Back in the kitchen, warmth enveloped them, bowls steaming, carrots and broth. Mom spooned, slow savoring. That Marie. She's a keeper. Don't let fear chase her off. Anna stirred her soup, steam rising, veils. Not this time. Afternoon waned, Lena home with takeout pizza, grease and cheese, a guilty pleasure. They ate on the couch, TV flickering, old sitcoms, laughter bubbling, forced then real. Mom tired early, kissing cheeks goodnight, leaving the sisters to whine and whispers. You look happy, Anna. Lena said, refilling glasses. Despite everything. I am. Scared shitless, but yeah. Marie. She's. The one. Lena toasted, clinking glasses. Don't screw it up. Night fell heavy, Anna scrolling photos, Marie in Central Park, leaves gold around her. Text sent, impulsive. Thinking of you. That night. Every night. Reply quick. Me too. Come home soon. We've got sunsets to chase. Home. The word wrapped around her, warm as arms in the dark. Chicago felt like roots, New York like wings, but Marie like the sky between. The train from Chicago to Penn Station rattled like loose thoughts, bones jostling over tracks that curved through forgotten towns. Anna stared out the window, fields blurring, gold and green harvest remnants under a sky too blue for goodbyes. 5 days blurred into a montage of hospital waits, Mom's hand in hers, stories swapped over lukewarm coffee, Lena's fierce hugs at dawn. She was stronger today, Mom had said this morning, eyes bright as she waved from the porch. Go live, Anna. I'll be here fighting. Promise. Anna had whispered, kissing her forehead, scent of home lingering on her skin. Now the city loomed closer, skyscrapers piercing clouds, a pull magnetic. Her phone lit up, Mary's texts a steady stream. Picked up wine. Your favorite Italian place. Home soon. Home. Yeah, that. Penn Station chaos swallowed her, vendors hawking pretzels, crowd surging like tides. Anna emerged onto 7th Avenue, air thick with exhaust and possibility, heart quickening at the sight of Marie waiting by the curb, yellow cab idling behind. There she was, hair loose, wind-tousled jeans and that leather jacket Anna had teased her about, looking like a disgruntled professor. Eyes scanned the throng, lighting on Anna like sun-breaking clouds. Anna. Marie breathed, closing the distance, arms open wide. The hug crushed air from lungs, but Anna clung, fierce, burying face in Mary's neck, inhaling rain and resolve. Missed you. More than I should. Marie pulled back, hands framing Anna's face, thumbs brushing cheeks. You're here. That's all? They piled into the cab, knees bumping, shoulders brushing, small touches electric after days apart. Traffic crawled, horns blaring, but inside the bubble held story spilling. Mom's updates, the lake walks, the way Lena grilled Marie over speakerphone like a protective cop. She's thorough. Marie grinned, dodging a pothole. Approved. Barely. Anna laughed, head falling to Mary's shoulder. Good. She's my backup. The apartment greeted with familiar creaks, key turning, lock clicking like permission. Bags dropped in the hall, they migrated to the kitchen, wine uncorked, glasses clinking, toast to returns and roots. Tell me everything. Marie said, curling legs under her on the barstool, eyes hungry for details. Anna poured deep, crimson swirling stem, watching legs trail glass. The hard parts first. Mom's tired. Chemo hits like a truck. But she's got this fire. Quotes Dad like he's in the room. Marie nodded, hand reaching across counter, covering Anna's. She's tough. Like her daughter. Heat bloomed low, Anna turning, palm up, lacing fingers. The good parts. Pizza nights. Lena dragging me to that dive bar we loved as kids. Karaoke. Badly. Mary's laugh rang clear, head tipping back. Video or it didn't happen. Next time. Anna promised, sip burning sweet. Your turn. Museum madness. Chaos. Marie leaned in, elbows on granite. One kid tried to pocket a sculpture. Another confessed a crush to me mid-tour. Like him, the Oracle. You are. Anna teased, voice dropping. To me anyway. The air shifted, charged wine loosening, tongues touches lingering. Marie stood slow, rounding the island until she stood between Anna's knees, hands on hips, gentle. How you really doing? Anna looked up, trace of vulnerability in hazel eyes. Honest. Raw. Anna admitted, breath hitching. Like I left pieces of me there. But coming back to this. To you. It fits them together. Marie cupped her jaw, leaning down, kiss soft, exploratory, tasting of Merlot and want. Good. Because I need you whole. They moved to the couch, wine-forgotten bodies aligning, familiar yet new. Clothes shed, slow deliberate hands mapping scars and size. Anna's fingers traced the tattoo on Mary's ribcage, a small bird in flight, ink faded from college impulsivity. Tell me about this again. She whispered, lips following line. Freedom. Marie arched, breath catching. Got it after finals. Thought I'd fly away from all the mess. And now. Anna nipped gentle collarbone. Now I want to stay. Mary's hands tangled in auburn hair, tugging light. Grounded. The night unfolded, lazy tangled sheets and murmurs, dawn creeping uninvited. They lay spent, Marie tracing lazy patterns on Anna's stomach, breath sinking in quiet. Road trip still on. Marie said, sleep slurring words. Cabin. Stars. Anna hummed, content, eyes drifting shut. Yeah. Soon. Morning brought reality, buzzing phones and coffee runs. Anna sketched at the table, roughs for work, deadline looming, lines flowing freer, with Marie humming in the shower. She emerged, towel-wrapped hair dripping, droplets tracing paths Anna wanted to follow. Work calls. Marie dried, vigorous. Lunch later. Park. Our bench. Anna nodded, pencil pausing. I'll be there. Sketchbook and sandwich. The day dragged, design tweaks, endless emails, pixels blurring on screen. But the park waited, green expanse under autumn sun, leaves crunching underfoot. Anna spotted Marie first, spread blanket, sandwiches, unpacked, book open in lap. Hey artist. Marie patted space beside her, closing the novel with a snap. Hey poet. Anna dropped down, kissing cheek, salt and sun-warmed skin. What you reading? Something sappy. Marie handed over half a turkey club. Figured you'd mock it. Never. Anna bit in bread, crunching, juice dripping chin. Though that line about stolen glances. Ringing bells. Marie flushed, delightful color high on cheeks. Subtle. She nudged shoulder to shoulder. So. Mom update. Call this morning. Stable. Lena taking shifts. Anna wiped mouth, napkin crumpling. She asked about you again. Wants stories. Tell her the one about the time you cried during Lion King on Broadway. Marie grinned, wicked. Blubbered like a baby. Blackmail. Anna swatted, arm light. Your turn. The great escape from that family reunion. Hiding in the barn with stolen pie. Marie groaned, head lolling back. Mortifying. Aunt Edna still glares. Laughter bubbled, easy wind rustling pages, birds wheeling overhead. They ate slow, savoring bites and banter, the bench creaking under shared weight. Around them joggers passed, dogs tugged leashes, families picnicked, chaos contained in pockets of peace. Anna leaned head on Mary's shoulder, watching a couple argue, soft then reconcile, kiss sealing peace. Think that's us? She murmured. Fights and fixes. Best kind. Marie turned, nuzzling hair. Real. Afternoon waned, sun dipping low, casting long shadows. They packed up, slow reluctant, blanket folding, sandwiches wrapped. Walk me back. Marie said, linking arms. Always. Through the park paths, winding, maples shedding red gold confetti. At the edge, city encroached, horns and hurry, but they lingered, gate pausing, kiss goodbye, lingering. See you tonight. Anna said, thumb brushing, lips swollen from pressure. Count on it. Marie backed away, grin flashing. Cook bad pasta. Challenge accepted. Evening found Anna in the kitchen, pot bubbling, sauce splattering, stove chaos contained in steam. Door clicked open, Marie home coats shedding, shoes kicked off. Smells like love. Or arson. Hilarious. Anna stirred, wooden spoon dripping red. Taste. Marie sidled up, hip bumping, playful lips pursing around, offered bite. Perfection. She swallowed, kiss following quick. You. They ate cross-legged on the floor, plates balanced, knees touching, stories of days traded like currency. Work woes, student wins, the small victories that strung life together. Later in bed, lights low, Marie curled, spooning back, pressed flush. Anna. Voice muffled in pillow. Thank you. For. Anna traced, arm, goosebumps rising. Coming back. Marie shifted, facing her, eyes serious and dim. To me. Always. Anna kissed forehead, temple, nose landing soft on mouth. To us. Sleep claimed them, tangled limbs, breaths mingling, dreams weaving shared. The drive to the Catskills wound like a ribbon through hills ablaze in fall, finery, oranges and crimson streaking mountainsides. Anna gripped the wheel rental SUV humming over potholes, Marie's shotgun map app glowing on her lap, playlist shuffling folk tunes soft and twangy. This stretch. Marie pointed, window trees arching cathedral-like. Remember the story Dad told? Ghosts in the woods, lovers parted by war. Anna glanced over, hand squeezing thigh, denim warm under palm. Spooky. You buying? Maybe. Marie covered hand with hers, lacing fingers. Adds romance. They crested a ridge, cabin coming into view, weathered logs nestled, lakeside dock jutting into water, mirror still. Keys jingled, Marie bounding out, first air crisp, pine scented. Home away. Inside smelled of cedar and dust, fireplace cold but promising. They unpacked efficient bags, unzipped groceries, stowed beds aired with windows thrown wide. Anna flopped onto the couch, springs protesting, dust puffing up. Nap first. Drive kicked my ass. Lazybones. Marie tugged, hand pulling her up. Dock. Sunset. Outside boards creaked underfoot, lake lapping, gentle oars from a forgotten rowboat clinking soft. They sat, edge feet dangling, water cold, toes curling. Sun dipped, horizon painting sky, fire water liquid gold. Beautiful. Anna breathed, head on Mary's shoulder, hair tickling cheek. You are. Marie turned, chin resting atop auburn strands. More than this. Kiss, slow deepening, hands cupping faces, world narrowing to lips and laps. They broke apart, breathless laughter bubbling up. Firewood. Marie said, standing wobbly. Before we freeze. Anna gathered logs, axe swinging, awkward chips flying, bark rough on palms. Marie stacked neat inside, kindling crackling to life, flames dancing, shadows on walls. Wine poured, glasses clinking, they curled on rug, blankets piled high. Stories flowed easy, childhood swapped, mom's recipes, dad's bad jokes, the ache of growing up scattered across states. Anna sipped deep Cabernet, warming veins. Scared sometimes. This. Us. Like it'll vanish. Marie set glass down, shifting closer, knee to knee. Me too. After last time. That girl in college. Broke me open. Anna nodded, remembering fragments, late night calls, tears soaking pillows. Saw you shatter. Hated it. Now we build. Marie traced collarbone, shirt slipping, shoulder. Stronger. Night deepened, fire popping, embers glow on skin. They made love, slow reverent bodies learning languages of touch, size mapping curves. After tangled sweat cooled, Marie traced stars through skylight, constellations winking. Look. Orion. She pointed, belt clear. Hunters steady. Anna followed, finger sky vast, pulling smallness comforting. What's our story? Up there. Marie hummed, thoughtful. Two wanderers. Find each other under wrong stars. Stay anyway. Perfect. Anna kissed, pulse point thrum steady. Ours. Morning mist cloaked the lake, fog rolling off water, ethereal. Coffee brewed black, they sipped, porch swing creaking rhythm. Plans loose, hike to the falls, picnic by the stream, lazy drift in the boat. Trail first. Marie laced boots eager. Led on. Path muddied, leaves slick underfoot, Anna ahead, branches snapping. Falls thundered ahead, mist rising, rainbow faint in spray. They stood close, water roaring, drowned outs. Beautiful chaos. Anna yelled over, roar, hand finding Mary's wet and sure. Like us. Marie grinned, pulling her under, cascade droplets, shocking, cold laughter echoing. Picnic followed, blankets spread, wildflowers plucked, cheese and bread, simple feast. They fed, bites, fingers lingering, crumbs brushed lips. Talk turned, deep dreams deferred, the book Marie wanted to write, stories for kids like hers. Anna's gallery show, sketches turned canvas, walls waiting. You will. Anna said, fierce conviction burning. Both. Afternoon boat rocked, gentle oars dipping, steady, Marie rowing, strong strokes. Lake whispered secrets, fish jumping, silver flashes. They anchored, shallows swimming, clothes shed, water shocking embrace. Cold. Anna gasped, surfacing, arms around neck. Warm me. Marie murmured, legs wrapping waist. They clung, buoyant kisses, salt-laced, sun-drying skin. Evening fire again, stew simmering, Dutch oven, stars pricking, velvet sky. Marie pulled out marshmallow sticks, whittled sharp. S'more time. Kid stuff. Anna roasted, careful, gold to char. Burnt. Perfect. They ate, sticky fingers licked clean, laughter sweet as sugar. Bed called, quilts heavy, bodies fitting, puzzle like, sleep deep, dreamless. Last day dawned, reluctant, sun high, packing slow. Drive back, stories lingering, cabin shrinking, mirror. Silence comfortable miles ticking down. New York swallowed them bridges and bustle reality reclaiming. Apartment lights on bags dropped couch claimed. Unpack later. Marie said tugging toward bedroom. One more night. They tumbled willing sheets tangling familiar. After Marie head on chest heartbeat drum. Thank you. For this. Us. Anna stroked hair silk under fingers. Thank you. For asking me to stay. Dawn crept soft city waking below. They rose coffee brewed plans whispered. Dinner with Lena next month. Mom's visit spring. Gallery opening. Book launch. Life wove threads strong tapestry building. Anna sketched morning light Marie muse eternal lines flowing free. Months blurred seasons turning snow then bloom. Mom's stronger remissions gift visits laughter filled. Cabin weekends ritual fires and falls. One night city lights twinkled bridge below. Marie knelt ring simple band glinting. Stay. Forever. Anna tears hot yes bursting. Always. They built home not walls but moments sighs and sunrises love quiet roar like falls endless. In the end it wasn't unexpected. Just right. Human fragile beautiful.